The agricultural revolution was a process that occurred around 10,000 years ago when humans began farming rather than foraging. This was such an important process in human history because it changed our entire lifestyles. With the help of the cognitive revolution, when we developed a new, more complex language, humans could now perform complex work and develop cooperation on a much larger scale. As bands grew larger and began living in permanent settlements, people started thinking more about their future. They began domesticating plants and animals to have a reliable food source. Now that people could settle down in one place and had to settle if they were going to successfully care for their farms, communities and civilizations were able to be formed. By obtaining more food surpluses were created which were able to sustain more people, leading to population growth. With several people managing your food for you, humans had the opportunity to branch out and specialize in other skills. Specialization furthered human knowledge on the planet and how to manipulate its resources. The development of other skills combined with collective learning within communities brought new technologies and innovations that were treated across the world, furthering humans as a species. Despite the fact that the human species would be nowhere near as advanced as they are today, it is important to note the drawbacks that agriculture has brought. The agricultural lifestyle demands much of our planet and requires us to drastically change our environment. And despite what we might think, the agricultural lifestyle demands a lot more from our bodies and requires more working hours that can bring new ailments. With domestication, we live in close proximity to animals, which also makes us more vulnerable to new diseases. In addition, the foraging lifestyle provided a much more varied and nutritiously balanced diet. Although there are many clear advantages and disadvantages of the agricultural revolution, there are also some effects that are up for debate. Social hierarchy within civilizations is one of these. Social hierarchy is necessary for the amount of people living on the planet today, but creates an environment in which the lower class heavily suffers. With civilizations can come patriarchy and war. Overall, sedentary agriculture and the agricultural revolution has had major effects on the way humans live today. Because agriculture has contributed so greatly to population growth, there is no way we could turn back to our hunter-gatherer ways even if we wanted to. There are simply too many people on the planet for the earth to sustain all of us as foragers. It is therefore impossible to know what life as foragers would look like and whether or not it would have resulted in a better outcome for humans and our planet as a whole.